Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So I got a new academic planner from Erin Condren. You may remember the other one. I was having a really hard time fitting things onto the pages the way it was done. The dashboard also was giving me a little bit of a hard time, but this was really hard because the spaces are super narrow. So I just had a hard time with this. Now I will probably still save it for something else, but this one is actually a 2025-2026 planner. So it starts in July and goes through June of next year. So we'll see if I use this for anything else. It might end up being a work planner or something. Even if I have to redate it at another point, I'm not too concerned. So this is the new academic that they came out with for this year. And sorry about the glare. But you guys, I noticed something when I was watching it on somebody else's haul video, and I'm gonna kind of show you. So first of all, this is the pastel neutral, which they came out with during the launch for monthly planners, I believe, and also the teacher planners. So we now have it in the academic. Now, I've already been playing around with July and August, which I will get to in the next video, but we're gonna start here at the September tab because that's something else I like I said, we'll discuss later. Actually, let me move that all the way off to the side. So, you have your colored tabs, which are beautiful. These are sticky notes. I probably should have started in December. In fact, let's do that because I think December is the one I went through. So let's start with January. Okay, so here's the January tab. Clean calendar. They changed the dashboard. So instead of this other one, and here, let me show you. They now have, so here's the old dashboard planner. So you had the goals, events, notes, then you had these projects and exam pages, description, class details, deadline, important date, and completed. So you had spots for 4 of those. This is great. This is much more similar to the current life planner dashboard, which I think is really nice. This has goals with 4 bullet points. It has important dates with the slash marks, top to-dos, and then there's notes and reminders at the bottom. This is a deadline tracker. This is fantastic. So you have your due date, your assignment, your subject, and your status. Now, I personally think that's great because you can utilize that for anything, whether it's assignments, whether it's projects you're working on, whether it's home, business, whatever the case might be. This is a really good page. Now, you will also remember, again, like I just showed you, the layout used to be more of a horizontal. No longer. Look at this, guys. Does this not remind you of the plum paper vertical priorities? I love it. So you actually have 6 spots here, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. You have 7 spots on the side here. So it's broken up, but it's all lined and all in a continuous panel. Then you also have, and actually let me show you on the side, you have 4 bullet points at the bottom. So you have these areas that you can label or not. You have your headers at the top. Saturday and Sunday are broken up just like they are in the plum paper vertical priorities. So they've actually taken the academic and made it into in essence, a lined vertical planner, which I think is fantastic. So I love this. So week after week, this is how you see it. Now, I'm going to go right up front and tell you, this is going to be used for my Etsy shop, and here's why. The A5, and again, I can't say it enough, A5 is not a good enough size for me. I like bigger space. However, with the Daily Duo in that binder, the ring agenda, I do love it. But for my shop, I need to see the week in its entirety. So I might save that A5 for a Daily Duo, for my catch-all or something else down the road. I'm not going to get rid of it. However, for the shop, I definitely need something a bit more detailed. I need to be able to see the week at a glance. I love this deadline tracker. I love all of this. This is going to be very, very useful for me to run my little Etsy shop. So that is what I've decided I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to go through all the tabs. Down below, I will link the flip through when I was comparing the monthly planners, because the colors on these tabs are the same exact colors as the monthly planner. So that's fine. Now, this is, again, this is actually July to July. So you actually get 13 months in here. Now, I had ordered in August through July. So again, that'll be another chat in the next video. But you actually get 13 months in here. They also include now this project and exam section. So this is a smaller version of what you saw originally on the old dashboard. So if you look at this, you're getting 6 on a page though, instead of just 4. This I think is really nice too. Again, this can be a little bit more detailed for projects. So you get several pages of those. So let's see, you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And then when you figure you've got the front of this notes tab, but you also have the front of this one, you actually get 25 pages worth of those pages. Now, in the back, I did order. They also give you notes pages. To my understanding, I think it's something like 5 notes pages, so it ends up being 10 because of the front and back. But I did order the extra, so I do have extra notes pages here. And then, of course, you get your 1 page of stickers. I've already put in some sticky notes and one of the removable pockets, but it does not come with a pocket. So on our next video, we will be discussing what I am going to do with this. I've already started playing around with it a little bit. And, you know, I kind of have to experiment with it before I can start really doing plan with me's because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to utilize everything. So in the next video, we will be discussing that. But you guys, I am telling you, they're academic planners and they're such a good deal. I think these are like $40, which considering it's an Erin Condren, it's a really great deal. Now this one I got at Target. And this one was $30, so it was like $29.99. So if you're looking for an academic planner, they still have these at Target. So check your local Targets if you want the horizontal, but if you want the vertical, you will have to go to the Erin Condren website. So I will link directly to Erin Condren's site down below. And I will also link my Facebook group page because a lot of people weren't aware that I did start a Facebook group. I did. This way you can see videos that are coming out. You can see sneak peeks of upcoming launches. And other news. Now, before we go, I do have one other thing to tell you, and I will repeat it in the next video as well. I might be closing down the shop for about a week. My computer is giving me a really hard time. For a couple of days, it would not link to the Silhouette software after working completely fine since March. It would not link to the software, and then I couldn't print either. Now, I did speak with Best Buy, I think it's Geek Squad or whatever, over the phone, and they were able to get the programs up and running. However, they're running super slow. You normally like to print off 20 pages, might take me 10 minutes, you know, to go in between different pages I have to print. It's taking me now close to an hour, if that gives you an idea of what's happening. So, I may have to take my computer in for service. I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't have to. It's a brand new computer. I just bought it in March. But there is definitely a problem with it. It does not always link to my printer. And right now, the Silhouette software is running so slow. It's unbelievable. So I have some orders I'm going to be finishing up, but I will be closing down the shop because I need to have time to get that straightened out because I still want to get, you know, stay on track for my October launch. The launch date target is October 15th. And that's what I'm going to try and do is launch on the 15th every month. I'm trying to still stick with that for this month. So I will repeat this message again in the next video. But just know that if you see the shop closed, it might be closed for a week because I need to get that situation under control. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.